Hey, how are you? I hope you're doing well. So, I now have a cue. So, you're not going to see this actually on the day that I'm recording. So, it is March 28th, 2025. And let me tell you, I have understood, I have come to understand what true addiction is and why it's there, and what non addiction looks like. Because here's the thing that everybody needs to understand: there are people that go through and live out life experiences that the only thing that even touches the pain and the emotion to make it subside sometimes is the most harshest of substances. It is. It is. You have to understand that. And like I said, I'm healing out loud, so I'm being very, very, very vulnerable with you because I had to understand the difference. Because sometimes you have to take something, you have to put something in your body that alters your body and your mind to survive a situation. Whether you are willing to admit it or not. And if you are at a point where you can stop or not. Hang on just a second. Okay. So, everyone is at a different level of addiction. Everybody has an addiction of some kind. However, I'm not touching on that stuff today. Because nicotine has been like justified for so long. Like, hey, that's legal. That has always computed in my brain as that is the allowed substance. Okay, cool beans. I was always told that the garden herb was bad, negative. It was illegal. So, no, don't do that. It's the devil's lettuce. Okay. Okay. Whew. So, when I was going through this part of my healing, I subconsciously was like, that's the one I'm addicted to. That's the one. That's the one. It has to be. It has to be. Because why else would I need to partake in it to feel more like myself? Like, on a normal day, there are times when I can be my 100% true, authentic self. If I am healing something or I'm going through something or I have to be in an environment, I'm different. Trauma walls are up. However, when I garden, I get to be the most true, authentic me that there is to ever exist. Like, hey, whew. Now, if you take both medicines and you put them together, hey, I wanna party, I wanna party, I wanna have deep conversations. Like, you get the best version of me, period. Period. However, I am self-aware enough to know that the nicotine is my addiction. That is the one that I have the hardest time cutting out. I can garden whenever. I don't overuse it. I don't abuse it. I don't do it all day long. Nope, I don't. Do it when I feel like I need to. When I feel like I need to. When I am doing shadow work and I am remembering things and I'm going through things and I'm finally accepting things for what they are, period. And sometimes it's really hard to breathe through those. Yes, I have numerous breathing exercises. There are certain places, memories. There are certain levels of healing that when you get to them, if you're not at a spot where you have felt your emotions, it will feel suffocating. It will feel like you can't breathe. It suffocates you on the inside. And typically speaking, if that is happening, you do not feel like you can show that to anybody. That is safe for like the people that we feel safe to do so around. Now, I have really, really tried and I have struggled. Man, have I struggled with this whole nicotine journey. And knowing that I don't want it, and accepting that sometimes I just fucking need it. And at the same damn time, knowing, no, you don't. No, you don't. But it's hard to give it up. It's hard. It's hard. It's not impossible. It is possible. I will get there. And my kid helped me today. I've been wanting one of these things since 2023. Because I really wanted to stop smoking nicotine. Like, I wanted it to be gone. Because the garden herb helps with my pain. Like, it's the best medication I've ever had. And I've had tons of prescription and it don't work. I don't like what it does to me, how it makes me feel, how it makes me act. Don't like it. This, however, whew, thank you for planting this and providing it so that we may have it. Man, that's why like I don't drink. Drinking numbs everything. It brings you down. You garden, get your garden herb, you elevate. Dude, every time I partake, I get smarter. I heal something. I find my confidence again. Because when you grow up in an abusive environment, you find whatever coping mechanism you can to survive. Because you don't have a choice. Anytime you go and tell somebody, they don't believe you because, oh, well, I don't experience that person this way. This is what I experience. Well, be lucky because that's not what I experience. My experience didn't get validated like 75% of the time. And it never got validated when it mattered. Ever. So yeah, some of us find things, substances. Hell, I watched the man who raised me. His addiction was food. He ate his feelings. He ate his emotions away. He didn't drink. He didn't do drugs. He didn't do none of that shit. Okay, yay. So thankful for that. Because I know how that turns out because I have my brother as an example. Man, when they tell you don't meet your heroes, don't meet your fucking heroes. Actually, I wish my brother was my hero. I looked up to him. I loved him. I was so loyal to him. But when people cannot become accountable for what they are doing and how they are acting and why, and not being able to disconnect from it, well, and then, then you got the woman who loved the silent treatment. Because her mother chose silence. She didn't complain about shit. So that was like the good part. But we don't use silent treatment as a punishment. We don't do that. Anyways, woo. And then you got the sister who you're always compared to. Why can't you be more like your sister? Why can't you be smart like your sister? Why can't you make choices like your sister? My sister wasn't even allowed to have her own personality until she like left from them. Like, ugh. My sister is awesome. She's just, ugh. Like, man, I understand that sometimes when I say things, I don't always finish the sentence like I should. Like I should. Because see, here's the thing. At the end of the day, people who raise me, they ain't got no more chances. Nope, no more chances. No more chances. However, if my brother gets sober and healthy, I will talk to him again. But he has to come to me. And with my sister, if she gets therapy or does inner work and starts to heal and like understand certain things about certain situations, I have no problem talking to her again. If that does not happen, I don't want anything to do with them. That is it. I've done the healing. I've done the inner work. I'm still doing it. So until they can get to those places in their lives, I need to step back. I'm going to remove myself. I'm going to block them. I'm going to, temporarily cut them out. Whether that becomes permanent is on them. It's on them now. Because here's the thing. We have to remove ourselves because we cannot make people change. We cannot make people heal. All we can do is plant seeds. All we can do is plant seeds. And because I was so loyal, and because I cared so much, and because I loved them beyond belief, I kept fighting. And I have to tell y'all, stop fighting. When it gets to a certain point, say, hey, I just need to take a step back and stay firm to that boundary. That's the one you need to stand firm on. Otherwise, it starts to get messy. It starts to get muddy. And you're not going to get anywhere. You're not going to get anywhere. So you need to just remove yourself when they're ready, if they're ever ready, and they make that decision on their own to reach back out. They better come with an apology. Because we all know I will own up to my shit. I will apologize and I will make corrections all day long. I just need other people to do that with me. Like, if you want to be in my life, you have to be able to do that. We got to be able to, like, call each other out. Like, hey, kind of see what you're doing there. I need people like that. Like, let's do that together. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. So yeah, I'm really happy that I got this little breathing tool. Because it gives me something to fidget with. I get to have the motion of smoking. I get this little auditory sound, so it makes like the sound of it. So maybe I'll be able to do that. But my kid cared about me so much because I tried so hard to justify making that purchase. But I was like, whenever the time was that I had the money, I was like, nope, I need to put it on something else. I got like, there were other like more important things in my life. My kid just got me this for my birthday. And they got one for me, their dad, and themselves. All for different reasons. But my kid cared enough about me to help me because they have seen how much I've struggled through this. Because I tell them all the time, like, I really want to stop. I really want to quit this. And I explain to them when I'm in a moment where I need it. I feel like I need it. I tell them why. And by doing that, they will help me in a situation when I like, zone out for a moment, because it happens. It happens. And they'll either tell me breathe or grab your vape. Grab your vape. Now I can grab this. And it will remind me of them every time I do it too. Like, hey, you're doing this for them. You're doing this for them and yourself because we deserve it. We deserve to not have that addiction. Like stop hugging me. Leave me alone. Please respect my boundaries because I don't want you anymore. You serve no purpose in my life anymore. I have the tools. I have the know-how. I know what skills and tools and resources to use. But now I get to do it. I'm so excited. I get all of it now. Life really is great. Dude, it is usually cold and gloomy on my birthday. For as long as I can remember, it has been cold and gloomy on my birthday, and today I'm in shorts. I'm in shorts. It is warm. It is beautiful outside. Like, I've been going in and out all day. Life is great. Certain things, the normal, like, human struggle stuff, yeah, I got that going on. Everybody's got that going on. Like, that is not a unique experience at all. But on every other level, I'm doing fantastic. I'm doing great. Like, everything that I ask for, like, in my head or out loud, like, oh, I wish, I have it. I have every piece of it. I have every single piece of it. Be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. You just might get it. You just might get it. You have to start being grateful and thankful for those little things, because those little things make up the big picture. If you are only looking at the big picture, you need to go in deeper and look at those little pieces. You can't only just look at the big picture. You can keep the big picture in mind, absolutely. But you got to make sure that those little pieces inside the big picture are actually being the big picture. If they're not, you have a false narrative. So, be kind to yourself through your addiction and your recovery, because it is hard. It is hard. I'm doing it with you. I'm right here doing it with you, and it is hard, but we can do it. We can do it. We can do it. All right? I believe in you. So please believe in yourself. Please believe in yourself. Please believe in yourself. All right. I love you. Make sure you're loving yourself. You got this. Have a great day.